Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Not a person in their right mind can do this. This is like an act of a psychopath, and like the fact that you can kill a perfectly innocent animal, just, it makes me so sick.
2 Minnesota women are begging for answers after they both found their horses dead, one from a gunshot wound, the other poisoned. It happened last Wednesday night on separate farmsteads near Bemidji, and it took one of the women's Facebook posts to connect the dots to each other.
And now they are demanding an investigation from the Hubbard County Sheriff's Department. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter, Bailey Hurley, talked with both women who say they are sickened by what happened to their animals.
I literally feel sick. My stomach just turns to know that my horses, my innocent horses, were killed.
A normal morning of chores on the farm turned into a nightmare for this woman's family last Thursday. She wanted to remain anonymous for safety reasons.
They were lying 100 feet away from each other with blood coming out of their mouths, completely dead. Whatever poison or whatever they did use wasn't a quick death. Both of our horses dug themselves in deep holes because they suffered, which absolutely kills me.
Heartbroken and angry at the pain her lifelong friends endured at the hands of someone else.
At first I cried, of course, because I've had them since I was 3 years old. But then something kind of clicked in my head, like, whoa, I saw something similar to this.
And that something was a Facebook post gone viral, telling a tragic story of another horse killed.
And I ran over and I couldn't believe it. I was in disbelief, you know, there was blood coming out of her mouth, there was a hole in her head.
Both incidents happened the same night, within just a few miles of each other.
I know that it's now not a personal attack. There's somebody out there, maybe they get a thrill off of killing innocent animals, I don't know.
Making both women fear for what the killer is capable of next.
If somebody could look a baby horse, or even her horses and a mule, straight in the face and shoot them for no reason, how do you know they're not going to go to humans next?
Calling for law enforcement to take action before any more animals fall victim to another twisted killing.
This isn't a gun issue, this is a sick person issue that needs to be caught and dealt with.
In Bemidji, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
We reached out to the Hubbard County Sheriff's Department today. However, they did not return our calls. And if you need help uncovering fraud or corruption in your community, call us. Our whistleblower hotline is 237-6576. Leave your tip, and then a member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth.
Parents and trick-or-treaters have their eyes focused on tomorrow night. Before we worry about that scary forecast, we need to hear from Hutch about tonight's weather planner. Hutch?
Yeah, pretty unscary this evening. Our Skycam pointed out to the west. We have a few pop-up showers out there. They're showing up on the radar, and maybe the Ellendale area and Lemoore County a chance for some showers, as is the case in Stutzman County. The rest of us, for the most part, will be dry. 40s in Badette and in Grand Forks, holding on to 50, though, here in the FM area. Temperatures will slip down into the 30s by just past bedtime tonight, and tomorrow some changes in our weather to let you know about before you bundle up those trick-or-treaters. I'll have details in a few moments.
Important details.
You bet.
Thanks.
The attorney representing William Hain has announced his client plans on appealing his conviction to the North Dakota Supreme Court. A judge ruled that Hain is a dangerous offender and sentenced him to life in prison for his role in the 2017 Savannah Greywind murder. Hain's attorney said he would not offer any further comments regarding that appeal.
Wadena police are warning about some high-risk sex offenders moving into their community. Timothy Bungert and Adam Schultz, level 3 offenders, will be moving to Wadena on November 1st and the 5th. Both have served their court-appointed sentences and are transitioning into the community.
It was a frightening bus ride to school this morning for some students in Bemidji after a car slammed into their bus. The crash happened just after 7 a.m. at the intersection of Hubbard County Road 9 and 229th Avenue. 19 students were on that bus at the time. Some of the students were bruised, but none of them were taken to the hospital. The driver of the car was taken to the hospital with injuries. That crash is still under investigation.
Over a year ago, thousands of dollars worth of pot was found during a traffic stop in West Fargo. The case still hangs over the man accused, Hans Wagner, and it will stay that way through November 6th. For Wagner and other accused drug offenders, they have to wait until after election night. Assistant State's Attorney Tracy Peters tells us she's personally seen a handful of these cases, including Wagner's, adding that defense attorneys want to make sure the charges that people like Wagner are facing are still against the law.
If Measure 3 should have any sort of impact on those cases, if it were to pass, that we would have to look at that and see if we need to proceed in some manner other than the manner in which we intended to.
A defense attorney tells us if Measure 3 passes, there will be a huge rush to expunge the conviction, and it has to be handled within 30 days.
A threatening message found inside the bathroom at Roseau High School has some people on edge. A Valley News Live viewer submitted a picture of the threat in question. It appears to say, "Death will come to you all," scratched into a toilet paper dispenser in the boys' bathroom. Superintendent Larry Gugesberg of the Roseau School District sent out the following message to parents this morning regarding that threat, saying that the school is taking it very seriously. Gugesberg also says the school is conducting an investigation regarding any person who comes forth with information leading to the person responsible. However, the school was not put on lockdown or evacuated since the school didn't view the message as credible. No further information was released to Valley News Live.
Parking restrictions will be going into effect on Fargo streets November 1st. They're going to limit parking on the street between 1 and 7 in the morning. City officials say that will allow crews to remove snow and perform street maintenance.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, something new coming to West Acres Mall that's been in the works for 3 years.
Up next, a scholarship program aiming to provide tracking technology. We'll tell you who benefits.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live. You're watching Valley News Live on KVLY, your hometown NBC station.
My mom still lives here in Kindred, where I grew up. So don't let anyone tell you that I'll cut Medicare and Social Security. It's not true. Seniors like my mom earned it and depend on it.
We do.
And I'm working to make sure that future generations have Medicare and Social Security in their retirement years. That's a big part of my job. Okay, kids, help me now. I'm Kevin Kramer, candidate for Senate, and I approve of this message.
Me too!
At Jeff's Plumbing, we're people who care. Reliable, dependable, we're always there.
At Jeff's Plumbing, we answer our phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Thanks for calling Jeff's Plumbing. How can I help you? That sounds like your main drain is backing up. I'll get a technician right out.
You can be assured, no matter what your plumbing emergency, our technicians will be ready to roll anytime.
Leave the plumbing to us, we're people you can trust. Jeff's Plumbing.
Tired of lugging around a heavy vacuum that doesn't clean your carpet? Check out the Riccar Super Light, available only at Blow Sew and Vac. A vacuum so light, even a 6-year-old can lift it.
It's less than 8 pounds.
Some things do change, but some things stay the same, like the cleaning power and ease of the Riccar Super Light vacuum. And with prices starting at $199, it's an affordable option for all your vacuum needs. Village West Shopping Center, Fargo.
This is what happens when Kevin Kramer puts party leaders above North Dakota. 200 million bushels of soybeans stranded in North Dakota from the trade war. China's not hurting. They're just buying their soybeans from Brazil instead. It is devastating to North Dakota farmers and will have a lasting impact, all because Kevin Kramer pledged to support his political party 100% of the time, even when it hurts North Dakota. SMP's responsible for the content of this ad.
Beautiful, energy efficient, and easy cleaning replacement windows. Windows Plus.
There's hope and help for people keeping track of loved ones dealing with autism and Alzheimer's. The hope comes from Project Lifesaver, and it comes from a local tragedy. David Lemmy was only 6 when he walked away from his West Fargo home and drowned. David was autistic. Today, the family is trying to make sure others won't have to deal with a loss like that. They've partnered with the West Fargo Police Department to fund the David Lemmy Scholarship. That will provide transmitters for people with cognitive conditions to ensure that they return home safely.
We have those in databases, so when the family calls 911, no matter where they're at in the country, they can say, this is where they're at, this is what we got, and this is their frequency. And then we can track that signal individually.
The scholarship will fund the startup and yearly maintenance fee for families who join Project Lifesaver. Now, for more information, go to our website and click on this story.
In the 2016 election, over 15 million people were registered but did not vote because of lack of transportation. To help with that, the rideshare company Uber is helping Americans vote by offering discounted rides to the polls on November 6th. Uber says voters can take advantage of the discount by downloading the most up-to-date version of the app, entering the promotional code, which will be made available on Election Day, and then requesting the ride through Uber's polling place locator within the app.
There's always interest when something new comes to the mall, right? Well, later on Valley News Live at 6, details on an announcement affecting West Acres that was made today.
And we have the sun setting beautifully behind a few clouds that have developed out to the west. Most of us will have quiet conditions tonight, but tomorrow night, whoa, all the details in your forecast for Halloween next.